Tsetse Mashinini. And Tsetse Mashinini, they say, was killed in Nigeria. He was bleeding. He was killed in a foreign country. Tsetse Mashinini, a man who was so peaceful, he was killed by the very same so-called African brothers. So-called African brothers, they shot 16 PAC members in Uganda because they were protesting. The living conditions in camp, they're not nice. The Ugandan soldiers, they shot them. South African politicians don't talk about that, including the PAC. ANC took students to Nigeria, about 16 or lesser, or 10. I can't remember the number. To Nigeria during the exile days. The whole of Nigeria erupted with protests, but no, these guys are here to steal our wives. One of them was Potnge Esite Busweni. They don't talk about those things, the ill treatment that they face. They talk as if it's glorious, we are all African brothers. These are not Thomas Sankara, people who are coming here. They are coming here to take. They're destroying our infrastructure. They are spiking our roads. They are raping. Everything that they do. They hate us. And the people who are married to these people, if your partner is a foreigner, he'll be very happy if we were to disappear, all of us here. But to that's why you cannot even criticize foreigners in his presence. You rather call me xenophobic. You rather call Tutula xenophobic. Because Tutula is saying no. Let people come here, but they must come here legally. They cannot just come and take over this country. It is wrong. That's why in South Africa we don't have problems. The squatter camps akhona manje. These guys, they are next to the freeways. Go to Power Park, on the mountains, lucrative areas where they can even spike the road. And they have no mercy. They hate us with passion. And Tina Sloga said, no, African unity. Why can't they unite in Bujumbura? Why can't they unite in Gambia? They come to unite here. They should unite in Ghana. They killed all those people who were talking about unity. Bosankara, nowhere. Lumumba, all these people who are saying, let us unite. And then they come here and they're probably looking at us. But look at Julius Malema. Look at this fool who's pushing the globalist interest like he did during COVID, that we want a vaccine. And his minions, they somersault with him. Because South Africans, sometimes they've surrendered their power of thinking. It's like a South African who goes to a foreign church. And a South African woman who sleeps with a foreigner. You allow yourself to be imprinted with these guys. How low can it be? All other people, they protect themselves. Like we've been saying, other nationalities, they protect their women. Like now, we've seen, it doesn't look like us. He's not one of us. He cannot speak any of the African languages just because he wants to be a South African.
Why do South African women not realize or have pride? Is it because South African men don't give them money?
No. I'll tell you this. The problem, it started by South African men.
Not giving money?
No. They are the ones who allow these things to happen. Because if South African men exercise caution, did something about that, these guys will not come here. If South African men took care of their borders instead of talking about woke Pan-Africanism, even the courts, it is mainly men in courts. Politicians, it is these politicians who are making laws. Women cannot decide on certain things because they act on emotion. People get offended when I say women are like children. Women act on mood. They act on emotion now. Feel good. I no longer feel good. They see someone, he looks nice. A woman can leave you after 20 years and say, I'm bored. I can't, because I understand my mission. The next generation, you need to save the world, building roads. So men must take lead. That's what happens in a society when men, they've surrendered their role. They sit back. They allow alphabet community. What society going to have? They allowed women to take over. How many ANC women we've seen posting their pictures, nudity to Nigerians?